Tired of getting sketchy texts? Imagine having a lie detector that scans your text, email, and social media for risky links, alerting you to scams before you click. McAfee Plus is just like that. Stop scammers in their tracks before they get to you and your personal data. Learn about living a more secure and private life online with McAfee Plus. And learn how to protect your everything at McAfee.com/podcast.
Hey, welcome to Travel Tuesday Happy Hour, where we interview dope people doing dope things with one thing in common, the love for travel. We have a great guest lined up. Grab a drink. Stay tuned. What's going on, travel fam? If you ever thought about starting a podcast, check out Anchor. Anchor is free. Anchor will provide you tools to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor will also distribute your podcast to multiple streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Everything you need right in one app. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, man? I was just kind of
got my drink. It's okay. I'm drinking out of the bottle, man. Is that good?
Oh man, look, it's your bottle. We quarantine, so it's not like anybody else sharing the germs, right? Plus, it's alcohol, so you're good. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay? Can everybody else hear him? Okay?
I don't want any, little baby face or.
Yeah, no Teddy Riley movements over here, man. Just make sure your phone stay charged, so you're good to go. You know what I mean? So. I just want to give a quick preface. I was introduced to your product by one of my frat brothers, Mike. And the thing that caught me about your product was really the fact that the one thing that a lot of luggage companies forget is that people need to be able to like have shoes packed up as well, right? And I think you gave people a great opportunity to, have the knickknacks and the stuff that they need inside the bag as well as have their shoes separated, because the sneakerheads, it looks like you a sneakerhead, right?
A little bit.
The sneakerheads want to make sure their shoes stay nice and crisp. So that's kind of why I went with your bag. I travel really light. So unless I have to grab a suitcase, I'm usually tossing things in that bag and I'm able to go out. And I think in rare occasions, I'm able to use the feature for the basketball to extend my bag. So,
Sure.
Not for long periods of time, of course, but it definitely was helpful. I got a couple other people that were interested in the bag, the tan one that I got recently. So I was definitely able to send some other people your way. So, not to take up too much of your time, but tell us who you are and what do you do?
Again, first I just want to say thank you, man, for always showing love on Instagram, and we are nothing without our community, our organic community, and for just you showing love all the time just means a tremendous amount to us. So thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
So my name is Mike Sala. I am the founder, creator of Solepack, which, as you alluded to, is a sneaker lifestyle backpack company. We've been at the game for over 10 years, even, more so, getting the patent for the product and just developing original content, right here in my basement where I'm still at, man. It's come a long way full circle, just keep creating organically for the cultures that embrace us. And like you said, that comes down to the sneakerheads. Originally, I was a baller back in the day, just playing ball every day at NYU. Just needed a separate place to keep my sneakers. So that's the origination of our bag, is just on the local travel sense, traveling from Staten Island to the city every day. So Solepack is the name of our company. And we just continue to create innovative ways to pack your sneakers during travel, like you mentioned. So we got a lot of things going on, and we just appreciate our community that keep shouting out for us, man.
Oh, definitely. So do you travel at all outside of just basketball and stuff like that?
Yeah, man, for sure. Travel's been a big part of our just opening our horizons and seeing the world out of just your little bubble cocoon that you grew up with, especially here in New York. New York, you get comfortable real easy since it's a lot of diversity going on, and you see, you go to different parts of the city, you can see a lot of different cultures. But, for me, my parents are from the Philippines, and I'm a first generation Filipino American. So my first exposure to travel was just the faraway travel was going back to the Philippines, which is like a 20 something hour ride. So more recently, they've been doing like a direct flight. You can do like an 16-hour flight, which you jump on there and you just zone out, man. You're good, man. It's great, man.
Oh, wow. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. But definitely travel has been one of the major staples of my life, man, for sure.
So what would you say was one of the things that, because I know part of it would probably be a business. So what are some of the things that keeps you traveling right now?
A lot of it's just, either from decompression when you just need that time off to, but I find myself more creative when, like, say you're on that plane trip or you have that time to decompress. Is your mind just keeps, you open up new doors, you see new things, like your previous guy mentioned, when you're in different cultures, you get to see how people do different things in different lights. You might, go out to dinner at a certain time. I remember going to Europe. Everyone's going out to dinner at 9 o'clock at night. I'm there like, this restaurant suck. Why are we going at 6 o'clock at night? Different ways of doing things. Just open up your mind. And now I'm looking at how people are, what backpacks they're rocking, what sneakers they're rocking. So all the little things that make the big picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I noticed as the travel boom is starting to become more of a thing now, you have all these bag manufacturers coming out, right? People coming out with so many different ways. And I think you guys provide a unique product that gives, even if it's your local backpacker or your international backpacker, an opportunity to really store a decent amount of things. Like for me, I'll throw in my camera equipment, maybe my drone, and it'll be a weekend trip. You know what I mean? I will say that I went to Croatia last year.
Oh, and I went there with my wife for my honeymoon, man.
Oh, wow. Dope. Cool. So we did Yacht Week out there. So in my mind, I only need shorts and T-shirts. So I literally just packed that bag with everything that I needed. And it was really all the bag I needed. I had one extra bag just because it had extra stuff in there. But honestly, I was able to pack everything I needed in that bag. Because if you're going to like an islandy or a warm climate environment, man, military, roll up your stuff, toss it in that bag, and you good to go, man.
Yeah, that's my life, man. That's why I try to keep my travels nice and low key. No checking baggage fees, man.
I'm telling you, man, it's a personal bag, so they're not gonna charge you for it, And then I'm not gonna lie to you, not to boast, but like those side bags, even if I don't have shoes in them, I'm throwing cords, I'm throwing toiletries, you name it, and it's super dope. So as I progress from there, how has the coronavirus kind of impacted you family-wise as well as your business?
Yeah, like you said, it trickles down to every little aspect of your life, man. From, I have 2 kids, we're at home, we're trying to juggle, your routines get thrown out of whack, man. It's like, all right, I'm the homeschool teacher right now. I got to what am I doing my normal? I'm on like Instagram trying to teach them 5+4 right now. So it's a little bit, it's a juggling act, but you got to get used to it. And like we always embrace a state of flux is how you grow, you learn, you see what you're made of, man, and then you kind of just evolve. So you're learning that, but business has been tough. You try to you understand you're kind of everyone's in the same boat right now, so you try to kind of try to plan ahead. You try to hope that things open up in a little bit. You still get creative, you try to dig down and see what you're made of and figure out and plan a few steps ahead is what it's always about. So a lot of things, but it definitely impacted travel. We had a lot of trips planned to Cali, LA, Miami, things that were planned that had to be put on hold, but it happens and we'll get back out there. So no doubt. I
agree, and I hope it does. So with that said, that means you probably have some really big events coming up or big trips coming up. What are some things that you have coming up that you want people to be mindful of? A new Omega bag, some new attachments, some new designs. I'll take any new designs you got. You know what I mean? I'll be your beta tester.
I got you, man. They're coming up. Those, but our primary thing that we've been trying to focus on is we got our first NBA license the last few months ago.
Nice.
So, we were able to go out to Chicago for the NBA All-Star game. We released our Chicago Bulls bag at this old school G shop called Leaders out there. So pay them a visit out there. But, we're just continue to create with our organic communities, and our NBA lifestyle bag is like we got our Knicks one right here. Knicks are struggling, but
hey man, look.
The patterns were with this street artist, Billy Kidd, and the NBA Lab is like an incubator arm that, reached out to us and said, you have a, real unique product. So our NBA collaboration right now is what we're trying to push out there. But we do have like a few limited edition series coming out that will send your way, man. And
okay.
We like to create with a few artists here and there just to have a nice little lifestyle feel. And we have a few other cool, colorful prints coming out for the side attachments too coming up. So
there's a question in the chat. Are you coming out, or have you looked into any Greek letter organizations? The one specifically was asked for was Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. But I would like a Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated one as well. Yeah, man. Just to flex. Anything's possible. We had someone reach out to us a while back, but we were never able to execute on it. Things got a little busy with new manufacturers and whatnot. I'm actually waiting for them to reach back out. So, because anything's possible with our new manufacturing process, we could do smaller runs, say, with any frat's design on it. And if you give us a design, we can lay it down on our fabric any which way. So, so you're end this, man. So are you doing one shot custom options, or you're talking about if someone's trying to resell a bunch? You're more if someone's trying to sell a bunch. I think if gotcha. To do like a wholesale model for 20 to 30, 45 pieces, something like that. But if we're able to do just like a one-off, it'd be like, see that bag in the back, it just has a logo that we're able to customize like per piece. We're able to do as well. So okay, dope. Yeah, because I know our community definitely likes to strut their organization and represent their organization. So it's definitely super dope. So give us a tip, something, either travel tip, business tip, or just a life tip that you feel as though that has kind of driven you to being the person or where you are today. Cool. First off, I want to say hi to Sean out there, man. If you see him, Baez does what, man? He's been one of our OG supporters since day one. Right. He had the first Omega bag that was out there that we hit up in Williamsburg, man. I just want to say thank you for him always supporting out there. So he's out of the BX, so thank you, Sean. Okay. But just to pull, I think traveling, you have to have an open mind, and that's what happens, in business, is you always have to be flexible, accommodating, and just have a grand perspective. For me, going to another country was always a big a worry for me, like not speaking the language, or not being able to work with different monetary currencies or whatnot. But I think you have to have an open mind, work out of your comfort zones, and be flexible to growing, because there's nothing you can't get over by taking a trip, man. You're going to survive on the most part if you go somewhere safe. Yeah. You're going to learn. Everything's going to be a learning experience, man. So don't be afraid to tackle something very uncomfortable, man. Yeah, definitely. And I want to add to that and reiterate from one of my previous guests, respect the culture. You know what I mean? Depending on where you're going, although certain things may be, the norm, right? You also want to respect the culture. I mean, I know, you got some people that go to Colombia and they're asking the wrong questions to the wrong people, right? And they end up getting caught up. Know your surroundings, know who you to ask, know what to do. So, but yeah, man, I once again, I appreciate you for jumping on. Like I said, I wouldn't bring you on if I didn't believe in your product. And I think you give a lot of people the opportunity to kind of, travel with style, especially the everyday baller, and that's the other thing is your baller bags, or what are they called? The basketball. Yeah, those side joints. Those are kind of dope. You know what I mean? You can put your sandals, you can put your sneakers, you can put whatever you want in there. It could be basketball, volleyball, you name the sport. It's all sport utility. So that's definitely dope, man.
Yeah, my wife travels with them, and she puts in our 3 pairs of her sandals, like the 2 pairs of kids' shoes in there, man. So it's a game changer, man. So
yeah, man.
Appreciate that. And big ups to Uncle Mike, man, out there too, man.
Oh yeah, man. He's the one that put me on. So I definitely, appreciate him for kind of putting me on and, letting me know what you guys had to offer. So with that said, thank you for jumping on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, man. You have a great rest of your day.
And be safe. Be safe, brother. Thank you.
Peace. All right. Let's see if we have our next guest available. Where's
Another dope conversation. Keep traveling and stay safe. Until next time, peace.
Tired of getting sketchy texts? Imagine having a lie detector that scans your text, email, and social media for risky links, alerting you to scams before you click. McAfee Plus is just like that. Stop scammers in their tracks before they get to you and your personal data. Learn about living a more secure and private life online with McAfee Plus. And learn how to protect your everything at McAfee.com/podcast.